Hello everybody and welcome back to our weekly comic preview where we give you guys a sneak peek at a couple of our comics as they arrive in store this Wednesday. First up this week we have issue 1 of Batman Beyond. In this story we see the Batman of the future, Terry McGinnis, reprise his role as the Caped Crusader much to the delight of his family and friends. However, in this storyline called The Return, it seems that Terry isn't the only one who has reprised his role as rumours begin to circulate that the original Joker has returned to Gotham. Inspired by the possible return of their role model, the gang known as the Jokers have taken over an entire section of Gotham, and to make things worse, Terry's close friend Dana finds herself at the mercy of this new leader of the now unified Jokers. Second in line this week we have Bloodshot USA issue 1. In this storyline we see that the secretive company Project Rising Spirit, the ones who created Bloodshot, have made a dangerous scientific breakthrough. A machine-made pathogen that can completely rewrite human physiology and hardcode every man, woman and child into an army of indestructible soldiers. But now someone has released the top secret pathogen onto the streets of America's greatest metropolis, New York City, causing complete mayhem. As Manhattan is engulfed by the virus, Bloodshot must lead the most dangerous invasion ever waged on American soil and keep a runaway pandemic from toppling armies, governments and threatening humanity itself. Our third comic this week is the first issue of Call of Duty Zombies, brought to us by Dark Horse Comics. In this series we will follow the characters Sterlinger, Misty, Russman and Martin, collectively known as the Transit Crew, who were last seen in the Black Ops 2 Zombies installment, Buried. As the group are enlisted by one Dr. Edward Richtofen to recover an ancient artifact known only as the Chronorium, they must battle for survival against the relentless undead horde and uncover the truth behind Richtofen's mysterious appearance. Filling in crucial pieces of the overall Zombies puzzle as well as providing insight into the backstory of each character, this mini-series shows readers what happens in between the game's levels and is a must-read for any fan of the Call of Duty franchise. Next up we have Doctor Strange Mystic Apprentice issue 1. Coinciding its release this week with the Doctor Strange movie, this series will feature an all-new story that follows Strange as he attempts to master the mystic arts. Having already been a master of delicate surgery, Strange struggles to let go of his past life and knows that if he can't move on, he may as well throw in his cape and robes for good. In this issue we see Strange attempting to learn to project his astral form as he treads the increasingly difficult road to becoming the Sorcerer Supreme. Fifth in line this week we have Prowler issue 1. In this tie-in to the ongoing Spider-Man storyline The Clone Conspiracy, we follow the seemingly resurrected Prowler as he patrols the city, saving innocents and reporting back to his new boss, the villainous Jackal. Why is Prowler working for the Jackal? What does the resurrected Madame Web have to do with him? And what has Prowler already done that may have compromised him? All questions that will soon be answered in this all-new storyline featuring several characters who have seemingly returned from the dead. Our sixth comic this week is issue 1 of Serenity, No Power in the Verse. Picking up after the events featured in the Leaves on the Wind storyline, the series follows Malcolm Reynolds and his outlaw crew as they constantly try to outrun and outwit their Alliance pursuers. The story begins with the crew wrapping up a successful job, however tensions between them are rising and a call for help from an old associate comes as a welcome interruption. With a friend who has mysteriously disappeared, the crew must track them down and find answers, but the verse is a complicated and dangerous place, and it's not long before the crew of the Serenity find themselves once again in the line of fire. Seventh up this week we have Teen Titans Rebirth issue 1. Tim Drake, aka Red Robin, former teammate of the Teen Titans, is missing, presumed dead. With a Robin-shaped hole in the team, Damian Wayne, son of Batman, celebrates his 13th birthday and decides to step up and take Robin's place. It is there in the Birdcave that he reveals his master plan to the team and unites Starfire, Kid Flash, Beast Boy and Raven to once again form the teenage super team. But a great evil from Damian's past is lurking around the corner, ready to strike at the team's newest leader and destroy the new Teen Titans before they even begin. Finally this week we have Vigilante Southland issue 1 from DC Comics. Set in the heart of Los Angeles, this series follows the story of a man called Donnie. Donnie's life was pretty cushy, and even with his politically active girlfriend Dory, he never gave much thought to social injustice or racial issues. But when Dory discovers something she shouldn't have and is subsequently murdered, Donnie decides that he will carry on her work by putting on a mask and taking to the streets. He soon finds himself tangled in family history, political conspiracy, and a plot that goes far deeper than he ever imagined. Okay, so that's everything for this week, guys. For the full list of comics, you can check out our Facebook page, and for regular updates on the store, you can follow us on Twitter at the Geek-Aboo. Also, don't forget that this Saturday, the 29th of October, we'll be at the big Glasgow Comic and Craft Fair at the Trades Hall on Glassford Street, giving away thousands of free comics, playing tabletop games, and demoing our VR headset, the HTC Vive. Thanks for watching, everybody, and we'll see you next week.